time, and that's why I'm right here, marinated and ready for you, my listeners. Hi, and welcome to my show. This is the Let's Face It podcast. I am your host, Rachel Anita, and you can call me Anita anytime, anywhere, baby. So, thank you so much for joining me and for listening into my show. On today's episode, I want us to talk about I'm okay and other lies. Clearly, this is the biggest lie everyone, including myself, that I say. So casually, we always asked, how are you? Unaendeleaje? How is life? How are things? How is the economy that is kicking our ass right now? I know, me and you both. So, and we, as usual, we just say, I'm okay, I'm fine. Just someone says, hi, how are you? I'm good, I'm fine. How are you? I'm good, I'm fine. It's a very sad reality that we live in, that we do not trust other people to actually tell them how we feel and how we are actually doing. It makes life mundane, very sad. So we are so used to replying that we're okay. It's the easiest lie to tell every day. I know, the Bible says, thou shalt not lie. Yet here we are, lying every day, clearly with our chest, saying, I am fine, I am okay, and knowing that's a lie. So I'll just give you guys an example. So the other day I went to see a doctor. Don't even ask me if I start telling you about my doctor stories. For the last 2 months, it's been crazy. But so I walk in there, I'm with my husband, per usual. Then the doctor is like, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine, I'm okay. Then the doctor looks at me, I look at him, then we smile, and I just smile. Then he's like, okay, if you're okay, what are you doing in my office? And it just hit me. I'm not okay. And why am I lying that I'm okay? I'm not fine at all. So this is one clear example of people getting used to just saying I'm okay, I'm fine. Yani hatutaki kuchoma picha, we just want to look, we got this every time. I don't know if we've just been taught or grown to accept or grown to think. One of those things. We've grown to think that once everyone's life is perfect, and we try to make our lives perfect as well, and it's not easy. It is not easy at all. Lying that we are okay. Hey, we do not want to come across as weak people. So guess what we do? We do not want people to know we are dying inside. We could be crying. Me, I'm one of those people, and my friends. I'm sorry, guys. I could be crying. I could be having the worst week of my life, the worst day. And guess what? You'll come and I'll just be like, hi, I'm fine. I'm okay. Because guess what? I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid that once I show I'm not okay, someone will be like, na vile anakuanga. Okay, not me. But you get how people behave in such circumstances. They're like, how are you not okay? And then people assume, like, when you're at some point or somewhere in life, people just assume, you can have problems. How dare you? How dare you have problems? So that's also an issue that we have. And for me, learning to let go, because I think bado niko na hiyo shida, I can't lie. I have that problem, and it's an issue I'm trying to deal with. I don't know how to say I'm not okay. I don't know how to say I'm not fine. I don't know how to admit that everything is not okay. But if you're like me, you're my mate, don't worry. We are in this together, and we are trying to unlearn and learn new habits and learn things we've grown up seeing and thinking that this thing is working, but ideally it does not. We have a lifetime of fields, let me tell you. We are like, I guess my audience is a certain age group, but let me tell you, we have years and decades to come. And me, genuinely, with the kind of mental stress that we are going through, my fellow millennials, how are you doing? How are your back problems, your headaches, how are they coming along? It is tough. It is stiff or tough. So we just have to learn how to unburden ourselves. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm literally talking through this and I'm like, hey, this is me. This is one of my biggest issues in life. I just don't know how to let go. I just recently started swimming classes, and my biggest problem, my instructor is like, Anita, you have to let go. You have to, and I'm like, hey, let go of what? Where? How? It is not happening. It is quite difficult. But guys, the moment we learn to actually let go, we become lighter. I'm not just saying in swimming, I'm saying in general life. We become lighter and we tend to do things easier in an easy way. Hey, English has decided to do that thing. I know, especially ladies, we have a tendency of saying we're okay when we are actually not okay. I don't know. Actually, it's one of the indicators that we are actually not okay at that time. Any person who has been in a relationship for a fortnight knows when a lady says, I'm fine. Oh, dear Lord, have mercy. When the lady says, I'm fine, it's okay, I will do it, Allah. Okay, again, that's me. But you get it. We are not okay. Why can't you just say what the problem is, Anita? Why can't you just say what the problem is? Instead of saying I'm okay, I'm really trying to unlearn. That's why I guess on this podcast of mine, you guys will get to unlearn a lot of things with me. I'm learning to unlearn that it's you don't have to suffer. You don't. Who are you being macho for here? Who are you being too? You want to bam. You want to. No, relax, madam. Calm down. If you're not okay, say I'm not okay. If you need your spouse or your significant other to do something, let them know. If you need your family to do something for you, let them know. It's okay to not be okay. So, in a fast paced world where everything seems to be running seamlessly, it is almost difficult to admit failure on some instances. And when everybody seems or looks like they've figured everything out, which is a lie, no one has figured anything out. Let me tell you for free. I genuinely thought when I grow older, I'll just know what to do and where to go. Oh God. Hey, it is the shock that shooketh me, that terrorized my being. I'm sorry, guys. It is a shock. Anyway, you'll hear, I'll talk more about that on my next episode of Adulting 101 because we are just there under Mortal Kombat every time. Every time, literally, every time. I'm like, I don't know how you guys are surviving out here because me hapa kama Rachel Anita, I am not okay. Life is tough. Life is really tough. So anyway, no, I'm putting lotion in my hands. So there's no price for suffering. Wahala! The pressure is getting worse. There is no price for suffering, my friends, my dear friends. The more etiokuapo umejikaza, you're like, I can do this, baby. For who? For what? Where? Let it go. We are in times we cannot ignore mental health. We cannot ignore where we are as like the whole globe. Depression is on the rise. Anxiety is on the rise. I mean, what? I know those two are like the most things. Panic. Like, I got a panic attack the other day and I was like, what? I've never felt this in my whole life. And we want to take things for granted. You take it for granted when your friend is asking you, how are you? How may I be of help? Guys, there's no price for suffering. For suffering. My village people have decided to come for me. So there's no price for suffering. Please, if you can, ask for help, reach out, talk to someone. And when someone asks you, how are you? Me these days, I don't antakupasha. If you ask me how am I will tell you how I am, how my village people are doing, and how everyone around me is doing. Because there is no price at all for suffering. So my people, learn to let go. Learn to ask for help. I actually stopped saying I'm okay recently. If you asked me, I'll give you a full description. Like I said, I'll even tell you how my village people are doing. Because this girl I'm not lying about how I'm feeling anymore. Yes, if I'm feeling okay and I'm having a fantastic day, you can tell. That's the one thing about me. You can literally tell this person is having the time of their lives. But if I'm down, and if you're my friend, please, if I tell you I'm not okay, can you hurry and get to my, because you know where I stay. Come get me. What is it, Allah? Okay. Honestly, I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. Honestly, how is anyone okay? How is anyone in this world right now okay? Have you seen the economy? Are you feeling, You guys, I don't know if you guys are breathing okay out here, because me, every time I step outside the house, 2K, shui, 5K, shui. You're like, where is this money going? It's like it literally hears me opening the gate and they're like, Anita, toodles, adios, muchachos. See you next time. Laters, baby. So it's quite sad. I don't even know how people are. Hey. I don't even want to get into the prices of things, like how much gas is. Well, anyway, life is tough, and life, like, place tuko sai. If someone just tells you, I'm not saying again that you go carrying everyone's burdens on your shoulders. No, I know I have a tendency to do that. Again, unlearning maybe I should have just named this podcast Unlearning and Learning with Rachel. But if you can, I'm that one person by there. I've gotten to a point where before, like, someone comes and unloads all that, and I also ask my friends to make it a habit to ask this person, are you okay? Are you in a mental state to take what I'm about to offload onto you? Are you ready to, like, advise, to give me a shoulder to lean on? Can you do that for me right now? And if that person says no, please respect. Aki, people are going through hell. If someone, you just don't go calling someone and be like, hi, so I'm going through no, relax. That is not even proper etiquette. Anyway, yes. So before you tell someone how you're feeling or what you're going through, okay, of course, if someone asks you how are you just say I'm okay or I'm not okay, A, B, C, D. But before you go asking or like diving into things with people, you also have to know who you're discussing your issues with and what you expect from that person. It's not everyone who has the mental capacity to help you. Someone else could be depressed and you are there talking about, like, it's difficult. You have to learn who you address, my village people have decided. Anyway, you need to know who you go to on such issues, but just don't lie. If you're not fine, it's okay. I mean, let me not even get started on COVID and 1,000 other viruses that just decided, you know what, this is our time to shine. I wish I had a limelight like to mulika me the way COVID was like, hey, today you think I'm this, I'm doing this. Anyway, and I know that affected everyone. I know we lost people to COVID. It's a whole thing. Again, I'll talk about grieving, again, learning, and this is Let's Face It podcast, aka learning and unlearning with your host Rachel and Anita. So we're trying to balance life, trying to balance working. I don't even know guys with 9 to 5s. How do you handle it? Are you okay? Are you fine? Is everything fine? Okay. So again, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not, I'm going to repeat that. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not have life figured out. It's okay to not sorry. Village people. They cannot let you prosper. But it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. So there was a reel I saw the other day, and it really got to me. It said, okay, it was some 2 girls hugging each other and crying, and they were saying, promise me not to hide yourself when you're in pain. It's unfair that we laughed together, but you cried alone. I'm going to say that again. Promise me not to hide yourself when you're in pain. It's unfair that we laughed together, but you cried alone. Anyway, I would have said adios muchachos and left you guys there. But kama kawaida, I'm a wise woman. I cannot leave you hanging. I cannot leave you hanging. So, that quote is heavy. You have to check up on your friends. You have to make sure even talk. Men, talk. I know most people are committing suicide these days. It's because, the suicide rates have gone higher these days. And most of people committing suicides are actually men. Please talk, get your friends, release what's in your heart, learn to be. It's okay, again, to not be okay. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to do things. But just know, wherever you are, and by the way, if you're listening to this and you have no one to talk to, please DM me. Okay, ask me for me. If I'm in the right emotional state, but it's okay. I will respond and I will help you however much I can, because I'm not a licensed therapist or a psychologist, but I'll send you quotes and memes. I'm that girl that will make your day. So, you get what I mean. Again, there's nothing new on the sun. You see the problems you're going through. Guess what? Recently my husband again had a surgery, and we were talking about, then we realized like almost 10 people have gone through this thing and no one talks about it. No one comes and says, hey guys, by the way, I went through this. It's only when it happens to you and you're like, what's say me, I'm feeling like this. Then you realize kumbe person X also felt like that, and they'll be like, this is how I got through this. This is what helped me this is what helped me cope. So please, there's nothing new on the sun. Anything you're going through, someone has gone through it, and they can help you. I know it's not the exact, they say experience is the best teacher, and I know it's not the exact same thing. It's never the exact same thing, but a problem shared is half solved. Let's say together, class, a problem shared is half solved. Okay, and in a world rocked with so many predicaments, we have to learn when to fight and when to call it a day. Okay, when to fight and when to call it a day. So my dear Anita-nators, I'm working on things, guys. I'm just going to end this with this quote that says, everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. Thank you so much for listening to me, guys. I am a happy lover. Bye, guys.